Am I the a-hole for selling my ex-fiance's family heirloom when he wouldn't pay me back for our canceled wedding? I, 27 female, was supposed to get married to my ex-fiance Mason, 29, on the 20th of this month. But last week, a mutual friend caught him cheating on his ex Kim. So I called it off. Because it's so close to our wedding date, I had already booked everything, like the venue, catering, and everything else. I barely managed to get any money back as it's mostly non-refundable, so in total I've lost $20. Last year, I took out a loan to cover the costs of the wedding. The longer I take to repay it, the more interest it gets. When we first got engaged, Mason agreed to share our finances together, meaning, had we got married, I would have been able to pay it off. This was supposed to be in our prenup, but because we didn't get married, it meant he no longer had to share finances. I asked him if he was still willing to help and told him that I will go into debt if he doesn't, as I can't repay it alone. He told me, "It isn't my problem. You took out a loan, you can pay back," and stopped responding after that. When we got engaged, Mason proposed to me with a family heirloom ring belonging to his great-grandmother that was worth $25,000. When we canceled the wedding, he told me he wanted the ring back, but we never got around to arranging a time he could pick it up. Because I don't want to go into debt, I told him that if he didn't agree to help pay it off, I wanted a lawyer involved, that I would sell the ring. He didn't reply and ignored the messages. However, after talking to a mutual friend, Jake, I found out he had actually read the messages and told everyone he didn't care because I wouldn't do it. I asked Jake to tell Mason that if I don't get a message from him in the next 24 hours, that I would sell the ring. Jake told me he again said he didn't care and didn't think I would do it. So the next day I sold the ring to an online website and messaged a Mason to tell him it had been done and told him he shouldn't have underestimated me. He started cussing me out, saying I didn't scare him and that he would be around for the ring later. True to his word, he came to my house demanding the ring, and I told him I sold it already and showed him the proof. He blew up at me, saying I was a petty bitch and that I shouldn't have sold it because it wasn't just a ring. It was an heirloom that meant a lot to his family. A lot of my family members think I overreacted and shouldn't have gone to extreme measures, as it will be hard for him to get the ring back, if he even can at all. Am I the a-hole for selling his great-grandmother's ring? Top comments from I'm Just There for AITA, colorectal surgeon. Of course you're not the a-hole. You said you pay me back or I'll sell the ring. But Mason just said no. Then you sell the ring. You've given Mason a shock to Pikachu face. You gave him all the warning in the world. You can't be the a-hole given that. Another comment from Werner CD. Yeah, on top of that, he's an ex because he got caught cheating. Not the a-hole, and he got what he asked for. Hiffed around and found out. Good Girls Grace comment. The cheating alone should be enough basis for Mason to pay original poster back. Her loans essentially went to waste because he can't keep his dick in his pants. She only did what she needed to, and then to ignore her because she wouldn't dare sell it. Who does this dude think he is? Original poster? You're not the a-hole. You let him off easy. And use the remaining money to buy a cheaper copy of the ring. Take a beautiful photo of it. Then tell Mason you decided to keep the ring because he wouldn't pay and the heirloom has special debt-paying powers. Gotta get something out of that shitty engagement. Also, never take out a loan for weddings. If you can't afford a wedding without taking out loans, just do it in a courthouse. You can never know if your fiancé turns out to be amazing. Another comment from Catherine Lena. She said, not to mention, this is the exact reason for expensive engagement rings in the first place. So a woman wouldn't be left financially destitute in the event of a broken engagement. Not the a-hole, and it honestly sounds like you dodged a freaking freight train by not marrying that guy. Another comment from Retired Penguin. Came here to comment this. She used the engagement ring for the exact purpose an engagement ring should be used for in such circumstances. If he wanted a ring back, he should have taken the ring back, not dared original poster to sell it. Another comment from Captain Johans. He said, I would think that too in the case of things being called off more mutually, but having an affair and then telling original poster to kick rocks about the loan they were both supposed to be paying off for his own wedding. Yeah, no. All moral, not necessarily legal, bets are off at the point, and his family learned a painful lesson about trusting a man like that with valuable family heirlooms that are supposed to represent things like love and commitment. Another comment. I believe that according to Miss Manners or Emily Post or whoever that if the guy calls off the wedding, she gets to keep the ring, but if she calls it off, it gets returned. He cheated, which to me means he called off the wedding, so she gets to keep the ring. I also think that taking out a loan for a wedding is ridiculous, but that's just me, not the a-hole. A comment from Kadrina Official. She said, it really usually depends. Typically, of the proposer, Mason breaks it off. The proposee original poster gets to keep the ring. Since original poster broke it off, technically should have given back the ring. However, the cheating and breaking the verbal financial agreement they had would probably nullify it. After all, she paid for the wedding under good faith. They were building a life together, and he would also take on that debt. A comment from Flowers in the Sky 21. Not the a-hole, but never take a loan out of a freaking wedding. You're going into debt over something that can be done at a courthouse. That's bad money management. Finally, a comment from Dig Dug Dog Dunn. He said, not the a-hole, mainly because you gave him a heads up and ample opportunities to settle up with you before you did it. I don't know why he thought you would eat $20,000 to save an heirloom for a cheating ex. But he found out when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.